This is a response to Tarouk and magic and mysticism. Some of the things in the video that I picked up on was the origins of Western magic, transcendence, um, leaving behind, the physical world, gnosis, knowing, um, manifestations in the physical world. These are the things I want to talk about that through mysticism and magic. I think it's important for me as someone who works with the goetic symbols and the King of Solomon's the key of Solomon and these kinds of different systems. It's important to know for me that these books and these sources that I use that respond to me were written in a time when people thought it was easier to ask a demon to grant them their wishes rather than pray to an angel or to God. Um, so this is a kind of very limited understanding of the power of the will, but you can see the basics are there. Using your own force as the operator to manifest something out of nothing, and your consciousness is changing through time, through your practice, through other people's understandings as well, and what you take from them. So for me, practicing something that I believe was written through just trying, motivated by greed, is something difficult that I have to work through, and I have to develop my own path. But drawing upon these sources, there is something legitimate within them. What do I mean by motivated by greed? Well, people back when Faust was getting popular, and those kinds of books were being circulated. People were just writing books just to sell them. So many grimoires were, just written for the sake of selling. Kind of like comic books. And you see that tendency here in today's culture as well. You have people, you have science fiction writers, who are creating this whole mythical system. I'll give you, Frank Herbert and Dune, who create their own mythology to express their ideas about how they see the world and how they wish the world to change, or their visions of the future. And I think those are very good, examples of how magic works. But the way that mysticism works, for me, is, mysticism is the doorway for the magician, for him to escape this physical plane, expand, or go to another realm, or experience the knowing. And then magic is the way to bring that back into this physical world. Magic is the change that is affected, and that's the value of the Western magical tradition for me. Um, I think that for me as an operator, my use of the occult and of magic is to marry it into my daily life. When I'm walking down the street, sometimes there's this feeling this, this cosmic energy, just going through you. You feel things that, you know, I doubt. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know if regular people feel the same way, but, I have been told that I'm a freak because, I openly talk about these things around my friends and around my loved ones, but they seem not to understand what I'm talking about. And my following of the Western tradition is just a tool for me to accept and explore this knowledge. I mean, you got to think everybody is different. Some people learn through hearing. Some people learn through speaking. Some people are visual learners. So for me, using the goetic symbols, using Enochian language, those kinds of things respond to me on my learning style.